Hello, humans and non-humans alike, and good whatever applies to you. Today we are back on Pillars of Eternity PS4 Let's Play, and if you watched the last episode, I think you'll understand why I usually stop the episode when the timer runs out. Maybe because hoping everything stayed the way it was. Hoping I got everything to fit in, but I kind of doubt it. I got a feeling. It definitely did. Without a doubt. What's up? I probably had to fast forward on a bunch of points. Oh god. Got to hear me doing the chipmunks. Did I worship him? I hate the heat. It's bad for the soul. I need the cold touch of winter. Like this place, I'd be living here happy too. It's so cold here. It's great.
I'm starting to miss my neighbors.
And they had a bunch of money and a bunch more fine shit.
The term godlike doesn't refer to my ability to carry unlimited quantities of war spoils.
Oh, but we thank you for when you do. Oh, here he is. As you walk toward the frozen pond, a figure appears through the mist. Kneeling down next to a hole in the ice, the figure picks up a large chest and throws it into the water without hesitation. The figure looks around. You glimpse the face you've seen before. Kigzetl, one of Lofta's acolytes, pulls a hood over his head and throws a leather bag over his shoulders. Then looking back, he walks away in the direction of Stalwart Village. And doesn't see me at all. And I leveled! Revive companion, play dead. Seems kind of stupid. Let's see. Side. I think I'll go with just revive companion.
We don't have much ice on the south coast. Maybe you should go first.
Alright, I guess I'll go. Cloudy water is visible through a large hole cut through the thick ice. It is larger than a fishing hole, wider than a broadside Tamala. Stirred, the surface of the water laps against the layered ice. You reach out to test the water. It nips at your fingers with every ripple, quickly numbing your hand after a few seconds. Inspect the area. You carefully inspect your surroundings. Animal tracks are plentiful, but what appears to be a footprint of kith are also present near the hole. Looking closer into the hole, you notice a jagged ring of frost adhering to its walls. It has been rebroken, perhaps more than once. Look. The water swirls subtly and nearly opaque. Focusing, you catch a glimpse of the bottom, gradually making shapes through the blur. You convince that several objects lie in the bottom. Dive in! Bulwark against the elements. I have Aloth. Aloth begins to draw energy out of the ether and into a grimoire. There is a sudden flash of light from the open page, and you are bathed in a protective aura. You dip your hand into the water. You can feel its ripples climbing up your skin, but you notice no change in temperature, as if the water itself had become lukewarm. The cold, it seems, is no longer a threat. I dive in. You dive into the water. The turbulent darkness engulfs you, but its embrace feels almost warm and welcoming. Occasionally, a cold shiver runs through your limbs, but the protection offered by the spell lets you swim with ease to the bottom of the pond. Directly below the hole, at the very bottom, your hands find heavy objects made of wood and metal. They are chests, small but heavy. You start to bring them up to the surface, one by one, struggling to carry their weight through the water. After heroic effort, you come out of the frozen pond. You let a few minutes pass to recover from the ordeal, and then you're ready to inspect your findings. The chests are marked with symbols of Andra. You grab one of them and pry its lid open to reveal its contents. Inside, all you see are rocks. You shake the surprise off and grab another chest. The same result greets you after opening it. More rocks, and nothing of value. Something is assuredly amiss. As proof of your findings, you take one of the empty chests with you. Hmm. Suspicious. It could be a countermeasure they placed. Just shooting the church, though most of the rooms are inside for a few, like, names. It could be like a countermeasure they placed, like, oh, we did dump your shit you gave us, or you'll never get it again. See? It's in these chests underneath the ice, instead of we selling it. Greyjaw, what the? Hello, giant bear! My little bear will fight you. And, oh, nearly that thing is lethal. It's almost killed Pallegina. You try knocking it down. You try a sworn enemy, is that thing.
That's not very helpful.
And he just keeps knocking it down before you can do anything. Shit! The annoying thing is Pallegina's a healer. With her 2 healing, her 2 casts of a close range healing spell. Yay, it's dead!
I'm starting to miss my neighbors.
The term godlike doesn't refer to my ability to carry
hatchet,
unlimited
coil of
quantities of war
resourcefulness.
spoils.
-1 weapon change recovery dexterity, +15 trap accuracy. It's kind of useless. Oh yeah, it's free camping supply. Free camping supply. Always worth it. A regular arquebus,
The term
huh?
godlike doesn't refer to my ability to carry
A defined dagger,
unlimited
at least.
quantities of war spoils.
Anything else in the area? Nope. What the hell are they? Oh, there's more crag ogres.
Laying low.
Grinswing Band. Flames that Whisper Cavern. Wait, what tribe is, Recluse... Fanbergen, okay. Yeah, it doesn't say where the cave is. Well, this looks like a good as culprit as any. Alright then, I guess we should go say hi. Wait!
That's it.
Well, I would have said we'd come in peace, but you... Flames at Whisper Caverns. I don't remember what, clan she said they were from. Farragut. Oh, right, no, this is Farragut's clan, never mind. Yeah, the, other one was like Wolf Thing or something. Oh, and a bunch of people had levels. Damn. Okay, mechanics up. Silver Knight shields broke both arrow and blade. Uses deflection ammo. The dragon thrashed, the dragon wailed. 7 men onto the deck they went. Eyes in the air, affecting a blast of freeze and shock damage reduction. Done. I guess. Athletics 12. Fighters immune to frightened and terrified affection. Herself 15 can attack something by allies. Final damage to all enemy attacks. Cut in half. Fighter refuses to be vanquished. Being knocked out, the fighter stands back up with a portion of his or her endurance bonus to all defense damage reductions. Well, damn. The Armored Grace looks nice. Unbending. I'm gonna go with the Unbroken here. It's the tigers. Strength up. I wonder if we can tell the forge to arm ogres. Nice. Alright then, alright, Paladin. I almost forgot about her. My bad. Healing chain. Single ally for healing with time. It. Hasting exhortation. Spasm. See. One of the Paladin's allies. Attack speed. These are all pretty good, or a bunch of these are pretty good, but I'm going for Healing Chain. Because she's also our healer. Because I don't want Durance anywhere near my damn party. I don't like Durance. He's just creepy. Let's not talk about it. Dude, freaking me out. Freaking me out. Hey, Flames that Whisper Folk, how do you do? I want to talk with you. Mostly because I prefer the monstrous species to the humans. Or I guess the Kith in this case. All recipes on the enchantment are use one type of gem, one type of plant, one type of creature pot, and some copper. Most ingredients are used in multiple recipes.
The ogre that decorated this cave would be much in demand among the Takan. The skullwork is very pleasing.
What the fuck? Oh, for the love of God, man.
I think I see some.
Oh!
No prisoners! Kill them all!
Oh, I wanted to talk. I came in peace. And now I'm killing a bunch of people. Great.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking...
Again.
As requested.
I come in peace. Stop hitting me. I guess I come in peace is not a word. And, oh, shit. Alos? Listen, our tactical nuke buddy. You gotta admit, that's basically what mages are in fantasy settings. They're the fucking nuclear warheads. Cruise missiles, whatever you want to call them. They're the guys to go to when you want everything dead in a certain radius. Okay, you, Hannah, switch to the Blade of the Endless Path and go after this guy. Here's now. Hey. Oh, this isn't what I had in mind when I wanted to talk. You know, killing everyone in here.
That's it.
Not exactly intentional. Oh, hey, if everyone else is happy with it. Okay, shit.
I'd gladly shoulder the load, but the pack won't hold anymore.
I'll see what
I can do that. As requested.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
Wait, blunderbuss are a thing? I had no idea.
I can do that. As requested.
Ah, it's considered stealing.
The term godlike doesn't
Well,
refer
hey,
to
no
my
one's there to
ability
find
to
out.
carry unlimited quantities of war spoils.
Kana, you wanna try out a blunderbuss? Kana! Exceptional blunderbuss, use that.
Let's end this!
Okay, use it next time. Unlocking it requires a key. Okay. Well, I guess we were gonna kill everyone in here anyway.
Let's see what lies this way.
They're cooking something. I wanna know if it's good or not. A wide shaft snakes deep underground, and the lip is surrounded by scattered refuse and half-gnawed carcasses, but whiffs of light blink along the caves below. Yet the chute disappears into darkness. Peering into the depths, all you can see are shattered bones and streaks of frozen sludge stuck in the ice. Rancid odor of rotted meat wafts from the chute. I am not going down there. I saved at the entrance. Yeah, climb down. You grab the rope and plant your feet as best you can against the slippery ice. You lower yourself slowly, seeing out rough patches and ribs in the marbled filth and streaked ice. For several minutes, the mouth of the chute disappears above you. The climb tests your patience more than your strength, forcing you to choose your footholds carefully. Until the chute opens into a wide cavern around you, you lower yourself hand over hand, keeping your half-numbed, numbed fingers wrapped around the rope. You still can't see the bottom, but as you look around, a glint of light catches your eye. You see a small outcropping clinging to the wall nearby. Skeletal remains cluster on the ledge, and between the bones you detect a glimmer. The edge of the outcropping is just close enough that you might be able to swing toward it. Swing on the rope to make grab the ledge. You heave your weight from side to side, building momentum. The rope creaks under the increased stress, but the ledge is almost within reach. You swing once more. As your fingers brush the outcropping, a loud crack resonates down the chute and the rope gives beneath your weight. You experience a panicked moment of free fall before the rope snags again. While you can't see all the way to the mouth of the chute, you guess that your grappling hook dug its claws into a ridge in the ice just in time. It's holding for now. Try to reach the ledge again, despite the risk. You decide to make another attempt at the ledge. You pump your legs to get your rope swinging once more. Quickly picking up speed, you prepare to reach through the outcropping, and a loud clang echoes above you. The hook tumbles from its anchor above you. You pick up speed, wind whistling past your ears, and screams hanging from your throat. You slam against jagged rock and hard ice, tumbling down the narrow tunnel as the world spins around you. With a final crash, the chute spits you out into an open cavern. Well, if I'm not dead... You know what they say, as long as he ain't dead. Hello, loading screen. That is a nice looking skull, actually. Well, everyone has severe injuries from that damn fall. Hey, I thought I could make it on the ledge. What do you want? Oh, shit. What the fuck? Well, we ain't going up the way we came, that's for sure. Yeah, nobody says a lot of space things are sentient. They're just wild animals, maybe, but they're also fish things. They got fucking blow dogs over there. They're firing magic at us.
That's it.
Why does this monk die so easily?
Preros, Zeres!
Yeah, kill some people.
The term godlike doesn't refer to
Well,
my
at least we
ability
get
to
their
carry
livers, because
unlimited
that's exactly what I
quantities of
want.
wasp.
Lakash's liver.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
Alright, let's look around this joint. If I look around, I mean hopefully not die.
What's this?
Wayfarer's Hide, light armor 11? Damn. Let's check this out. What's this, Nature's Freedom thing? Nature's Vigor. Oh shit. It's got more benefits than my thing had. I'm taking it. Or you can have the weird red outfit. So let me get this straight. These guys have been throwing their garbage down to a bunch of four-armed creatures that like to rip things apart. And have blowguns. Okay! And holy shit. That is a lot of damage. I mean, damn. Gee, why don't you just execute the guy? It would have been kinder. Like, please don't actually execute him. Thank you for stopping more Middle-Letta missiles.
I shall deal with this one.
There we go. He's dead. As it should be. Alright, let me look.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
Yay, we have camping supplies.
Brave does
And I'll finish. And all that. Same level. Well, at least Kana took the hit better than the last guy. But why, oh why is he still getting paralyzed?
The term godlike doesn't refer to my ability to
Scrying chamber key. And how the hell did you level? Iron wheel. Iron wheel seems really good.
Unlimited quantities of war spoils.
Anyway, alright, you have field triage, right? Give it to Aeloth. Yeah, I should keep Aeloth alive longer. And we can keep exploring this cave. And hopefully this won't all come to bite me in the ass when I try to negotiate with the Barrigan later.
I've been
Alright, they
poisoned.
look like they have magical abilities. Kill them at once. Alright, looks like it's forcing him to get at least slightly closer to his targets. That's good, right?
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not. Kill them all!
Yeah, the dead guy kind of gave me a hint.
I'd gladly shoulder the load, but the pack won't hold anymore.
Freezing pillar trap. How lovely. Now, is there a way up? Okay, that's a crag ogre, so there has to be a way
I shall
up.
be quiet as a calm.
Yes, please deactivate these frost pillar traps.
I'd gladly shoulder the load, but the pack won't hold anymore.
Nobody said for you to pick the damn thing up. I just said disarm it.
I'd gladly
So we don't
shoulder
trigger
load,
the damn thing.
The pack won't hold anymore.
Wait, no, Let's kill it. Try to, I guess. I don't know. Actually. It's not letting me see, okay, now it is bruised ribs, minus 4 constitution. Well, that's not nice. Plus 8 all defenses except deflection. Mortification of the soul, that's plus 1 wound. That's per rest. Long pain. That.
That's it!
There you go. See, it's not
It is
so
no
bad.
use. Sacre! Brave Dalphine.
Now you're literally shooting your fist at people. He's a fist wizard. He's a muscle wizard. He's casting fist. There, see.
Oh, I'm dead.
Keeping an eye out.
Hey, how much time we got left? Oh, we got plenty of time. Let's keep going. To Upper Cavern. Okay. Well, that's nice. I tried to jump on a ledge, but we fell and bruised our ribs severely. I think before we go up, we'll definitely go rest and go back and get that camping supply.
Brave
go kill. Get killed.
So much.
They're sort of cutting through all of Berrigan's ogres here. Hope she doesn't get too pissed. I have a feeling she's gonna get too pissed. Maybe I should shut off Kana's abilities. Mostly because he never fucking cast the damn ability properly. You do not summon things next to you. It's a waste.
These ones are in for a walloping!
It's such a waste. Summoning them behind enemies to flank them.
I'd gladly shoulder the load, but the pack won't hold anymore.
It'll hold as much as I say it holds.
Eyes open.
Oh, there was an outside. Okay. Kill it.
So much for you.
Trying to exit scouting mode, not enter.
Step lightly.
I recognize that voice too. He does a lot of voice acting.
Keep
Dig, digging all day. Anyway, we're definitely gonna try not to overwrite our save that we did just before entering this cave, in case all this killing makes Berrigan not want to negotiate. This will actually probably end up being the case. Gemstones glitter between the veins of iron ore. They're deeply embedded within the cave wall. Extracting them all intact will require a hammer and chisel as well as a deft touch. Use it! Yeah! The world around you blurs and fades to black. When your vision returns, you find yourself in a small wooden hut, its interior dimly lit by the embers in a nearby fire pit. You're wearing mail armor several sizes too large for you, and clutched in your hands is the ivory horn of some sea creature, one end sharpened to a point. What are we going to do, Geralt? Your sister, Keitha, huddles near you, her wide eyes fixated on the hut's door, which has been barred shut. The door shudders and splinters beneath heavy blows coming from the other side. Enraged growling can be heard just beyond the door. All at once, the world halts around you. The pounding stops. Wooden splinters from the door hang suspended in the air. Keitha no longer trembles, no longer breathes, her eyes fixed in place like a doll's. The wisp of essence you had followed to this point in the memory has dwindled to little more than a faint trail. However, you find by concentrating on what might have happened next, you're able to sense whether it truly did. Take cover beside the door. No sooner does your mind touch on the possibility than the world lurches back into motion, and a thunderous impact strikes the door. The door crashes inward as the young girl screams. A large creature resembling a bear and taller than any man in your tribe steps into the hut with a triumphant roar. It doesn't notice you crash beside the door. Stab the creature from behind. You plunge the horn deep into the creature's back, and it howls and thrashes in agony. Keitha dodges past the creature and flees the hut, and you're not far behind. The roar of the creature fades. Is that how it happened? It's been so long, hard to remember. I had the vision when I picked up a horn, part of a helm, apparently. A helm, yes, my helm. I remember it. But who was I? Why haven't I turned to the wheel? Maybe if you knew who you were, you would know whether it was time to move on. The helm is all that remains of my old life. If you found some of me within one piece, perhaps my memories are scattered with the rest of it. Perhaps there's peace to be found in its reassembly. I'll track it down. Thank you, friend.
Hello.
kill them all.
Why is this considered theft exactly? Someone explain that one to me. Oh, so you have to fire a damn cannon. I mean,
So much.
See what I mean? There's fucking cannons as rifles! Like someone else would use a damn musket. Who would want to fuck with that?
I have them!
Yay. Oh, this time Alof leveled up. I'm impressed. Good on you, Alof. I don't know, I might need lore someday. Death Ring calls a black ring of necrotic energy into being. It spreads out in all directions, causing corrode damage to enemies it touches and potentially destroying those with low endurance. Cast temporary sacrifice arcane power for martial language. It gains plus deflection, accuracy, light, and constitution, and dexterity that becomes unable to cast spells or switch grimoires for the duration of the spell. Combine that with the cancel her staff and it might be good, but I'd have to cast the staff first. Cause down an enormous spike of ice. Pulsing freeze damage on enemies in the air effect. Being a intense circle of frost that can hobble foes and touches. Cast a calls for which manages multiple electricity that arcs directly to a single target, then jumps between up to 6 nearby enemies. Yes, take that. Alright, more spell masteries. Okay, so it's basically just spells that I can cast per rest, per thing instead of, per rest. Or against the elements. I end up not using those defensive spells a lot because it tends to be a waste in combat. So if it's a mastery,
These ones are in for a walloping!
Bring them down!
As requested.
Bring them down!
Exceptional Scepter and Spell Ward Amulets. And some Ogre stuff.
I will walk.
No prisoners!
Oh great, I don't have to go all the way back, I can just rest here. Yay!
I will walk
Shit, my survival's high enough I get damage reduction 3. Nice! Nathan, let's grab that and keep going. This place has a lot of winding paths. Wait, isn't this the way I came, sort of? Huh, I guess I didn't finish exploring this joint then. Or at least this area. Ah, I love that humming, that sound that you get whenever you go near a pillar. When do I get a cannon of my own? Never. Unfortunately, I'm going to kill you.
They won't see me coming.
Brave thou Philod.
I didn't think Zal was gonna be in my party for long.
That's it!
Health kind of goes down a little fast. These are enemies that were supposed to be higher level than. So, he's probably just gonna be in my party for this one and then I'm kicking him out. The people we haven't killed up.
The term godlike doesn't refer to my ability to carry unlimited quantities
of war spoils. I am well aware, Paladina, as you keep coming near my and it is honestly one of the coolest over-encumbered lines I've ever heard.
I'm no pack mule. Let's all
Well, you are
bring
now.
them down.
As required.
Rob this joint. I don't want to see nothing nailed down. Get a fucking hammer and lift it up. Flames that whisper, upper caverns. Upper caverns? This looks to be going down to me. Maybe I'm just a little blind. Okay, so not that save. I gotta remember, do not save over the save. I also have to remember, hot as balls, need to turn on air conditioner. Building the Warden's Lodge in your stronghold grants access to a variety of bounties. Bounty quests are challenging combat encounters. Rewards, including unique items. I like unique items. I have a nice little collection of unique items going on. Shoot, eating rooms, sleeping quarters, okay. It looks like we got the key we needed. I could have just walked down the stairs. I didn't have to try to climb down and shoot at death. Damn. Well, ain't that a kick in the head?
So much for you.
Literally in front of me. You, use some damn arcane assault. Alright, are they all dead? They are all dead. Ooh, pretty good. Oh man, it's gonna suck that it turns out I murdered everyone in her home, so she'll have nothing to do with me. Because I actually want to talk to this one. I probably should have thought of that. Well, I mean, I had to go down there anyway to get the key. To go to the main joint, right? Okay. I keep telling myself right. That's not maybe it'll be true. I doubt it, but just maybe. And there's clearly no space for you to be summoning anyone in there to fight. Why are you trying to summon in there to fight? Are we done? Yes, we are.
No, I'm no pack mule.
Okay, wait, we had to go downstairs anyway to get the key to that door, so maybe it'll be fine. I'm sure she'll have no problem with us murdering pretty much everyone in her home. Every one of her clan. Oh shit. Oh, hi, Berrigan.
Fish. Sweat. Sulfur.
The ogre matron sniffs at the air, her nostrils as wide and dark as two pistol barrels. Ah, good, the smell still lingers.
You approach the flames that whisper clan with the stink of stalwart heavy upon you. You fill our halls with dreams of battle and bloodshed.
Why would I attack you? There's a wolf with many mouths clan that attacks Stalwart.
Matron Forgash's clan. But it's rare that you thin-skinned folk know the difference. And Stalwart.
Her teeth lock back into a snarl.
The villagers spy on our camps and spoil our hunts. They pick us off only to retreat behind their walls. Like a crack in the ice, they spread deeper into our lands with each waning moon. But we'll answer them blow for blow.
The villagers seek the White Forge. They're not after
Yet they come with weapons in hand, and mark their passage with the blood of my kind. And their strength fails, so they send you to carve a path through the fallen keep.
Durgan's battery unsettles you.
Of course it does!
Her hot breath hisses between barred teeth. The other ogres growl and glare at you. Seems the matrons being less aggressive than the males is only a relative comparison.
It's the diseased carcass of a ruined civilization. It festers with restless spirits and rotten magics. I see. Ugh. Dreams. Hailstones falling like cannonballs from the ramparts. A frozen gale screeching through the tower door.
Her nails plow trenches through her ropey hair and raise a spot of crimson from her scalp. Finally, her growls subside and her breathing slows. She looks back at you with bloodshot eyes. Most dreams are fears given a face. It does not mean those fears are unfounded.
My dreams drove me to found this clan. Now my dreams tell me that Stalwart's ambition will destroy us.
Dreams often communicate something of the
We
truth.
believe this too. Every matron earns her place by the power of her visions.
She clenches her fists tightly, her knuckles cracking like gunshots.
And now you'll tell me why you're here.
I heard another adventuring company, members of the Leaden Key, cross your path. I'm looking for anything they might have
The
found.
Night Winds whispered this name to me. They found us, clubs and cannons ready. As for what we found on them...
She sighs. Oh, she actually did sigh. Heavy plumes gust from her nostrils.
I've more trust in you than those villagers. Or the next pack of fools they call here.
She scratches her head, and the rough sound is like the scraping of an iron file. High praise indeed.
I'll give you my blessing. And the remains of the last clods that passed through. Perhaps they found something of value to you. But you must keep Stalwart from harassing us further.
Agreed!
Then take the bounty of your foolish predecessors. May it serve you better.
The ogre standing near Bergen mutters something in her ear. Okay?
Under the circumstances, I'll overlook your slaughter of my clan. You shall have the peace of flames that whisper. For now, I hope your skills are as fine as your words. It is rare that a matron betrays her dreams.
Well, it looks like killing the entire clan was perfectly okay. Grieving Mother traveled and inquired all over the eastern reach to track down the missing monks. One by one, the monks came across Grieving Mother's past in a variety of forms. Some kith, some beasts, some in unique forms. Having apparently forgotten why they had set out on their meditation, the monks engaged Grieving Mother in a protracted series of philosophical conversations. Ultimately, each monk traveled back through the mental labyrinths they had created, sharing their spontaneous realization and subsequent molting back into their original form. When they had all returned to their monastery, they presented Grieving Mother with a chime. Each monk had donated one of the chime's 12 bells to the final instrument. Ah, she loves those. Well, fuck. Yeah, let's get out of here before she changes her mind. If a character's endurance is reduced to 0, the character's knocked out, but will get back up with full endurance if their side wins the battle. Health damage is typically only restored by resting. If it is reduced to 0, the character will be maimed or killed. Maimed the first time, killed the second. Mostly because they'll have like 1 point of endurance once their health reaches 0 when they're knocked out in combat. Then, if so much of a breeze brushes past them a little too fast, they fall down and die permanently. And unlike in Dungeons and Dragons or something where you could just take them to a priest and resurrect their body or some shit like that, you can't. They die permanently. You'll see hide nor tail of them ever again. Alright, now let's head back to... Actually, let's
Occupied
explore.
with details, Aloth. Almost consumed by them, I'd say.
Once you've seen a colleague misuse Archimede's capricious hex, you learn an appreciation for details.
This sounds like wizard talk, so I'll just take your word for it.
This is the smartest response I've ever heard to someone concerning magic.
You give me any more
pack
gifts
mule.
and people will start
Let's
thinking you're
offload this
playing
junk.
favorites.
Gently with the fingers are the best part. I don't want the slow smell crease across your face at your approach. The other men and women turn to look at you, their mouths filthy with blood and gobbets of flesh. Well, hello there, handsome. What brings you to this part of Russerwood? I'm just exploring. Oh, how nice! Forgive me for staring, but I've never met one of Barrett's chosen before. The companions glance at each other and lower their eyes in respect. They have nothing to fear from us. In fact, we're at your service. Is something you wish of us? I'll be back if I need you for something. Oh, they're all dead. Shit, being a death godlike has its benefits.
Brave thou shalt believe.
I'm immune to them. Wait. Next one. Okay, no, none of them. Alright, then in that case, I'll just leave them. I'm going to kill them. I mean, they're just undead. It's not a problem. Yeah, one of the permanently living ain't much of an improvement.
Poison.
Okay. Yeah, Gala over here is definitely getting kicked out after this whole white thing. I mean, look, you guys are lower level than us, alright? The game basically explicitly said, hey, these guys are weaker than you. And he's already getting his ass almost kicked constantly. The fact that he is dead already is a miracle. Of the modern magics. There you go. You restore your health just a tiny bit. Try not to die too badly.
Sacre!
But seriously, being a death godlike is great. I get the respect of all the undead. They're automatically just shit. Don't fuck with him. He's one of our god's favorite children. Don't fuck with him. He'll kill and eat you. I wonder if I could just get them to come to my keep. Yeah, like, hey, I'm currently at war with somebody. There'll be plenty of people to kill.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
To carry
Unlimited quantities of war spoils. I would actually be annoyed if I didn't like that line so much. And we found an abandoned camp.
I think I see something.
Tattered map. Oh. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode, so thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe if you like, and subscribe. And remember to follow me on Twitter for channel updates, pictures, dogs, and cats, and whatever else I decide to put up there. So next time on Pillars of Eternity PS4 Let's Play, we're gonna find out what the hell this thing is. So goodbye, humans and non-humans alike, and good ever applies to you.